Hi guys, my name is Nikki. I am your guys' local shampoo dealer and I want to show you guys my two favorite products. We've got our Rejuvenique Oil and we've got our heat protectant. So when I'm chatting with you guys about which products you guys should be starting with, I will always ask you if you use heat on your hair, and I'm gonna ask you if you're using a heat protectant. Why is it so important to use a heat protectant? Okay. So you guys, our hair, when you're using Monet, we have no waxes, no parabens, no silicones, none of that junk is in our product. So you're not gonna get your hair coated with any of that junk or gunk. So when you're using Monet, we are going to actually be removing all of that wax buildup. Most people that I talk to, they just use whatever they can get at Costco, whatever's on sale. They don't really think too much about it. And a lot of the products that you guys have wax in it, and it's coating the hair strand. So when you're using heat on your hair, when you're using flat iron, curling iron, a blow dryer, it is essentially just coating that hair strand with that wax, and then you're sealing it in with that heat. So I'm gonna do a little experiment. I need to try to keep this at 5 minutes or less. So I've got a piece of toast, I've got my heat protectant, and I'm going to show you why we use a heat protectant. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of my blowout cream on this toast. I'm gonna spread it on one side. We're gonna put it in the toaster, and I'm gonna turn it all the way up to the very top, okay? We're gonna heat that puppy up, and I'm gonna show you why it's so important to use a heat protectant. We have two different heat protectants. We've got our blowout cream, and then we've got our thermal protect. So our blowout cream, this one speeds up the dry time when you're using the blow dryer, and it protects up to 350 degrees. Our thermal protect, that one protects up to 450 degrees. I will tell you, your heat tools should not go past 350, so you really shouldn't need anything past the blowout cream. This one is my favorite one because I have very fine, thin hair, and it does not weigh my hair down. I use a chocolate chip size amount, and with the thermal protect, I'll recommend that one if you don't necessarily blow dry your hair and maybe you air dry it the night before and then you use heat tools the next day. So while we're waiting for that to cook up, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about our Rejuvenique Oil. So we've got two oils. We've got our OG version and we've got our Rejuvenique Light. This oil is made up of 13 cold pressed essential oils, and it has over 100 uses. I use the regular one on my body and I use the light version on my hair. I'm very low maintenance with my hair, you guys. The only product I have in right now is blowout cream, and that is it. So with the Rejuvenique Oil, I do overnight oil treatments weekly. So I apply this to my scalp the night before. The molecular structure of our oil is so super small that it actually is gonna reach the inner cortex of your hair follicle. So it's not gonna sit on the scalp. Like if you're used to using Moroccan oil, argan oil, coconut oil, that molecular structure of those oils, they don't absorb into the inner cortex of the hair. It actually just sits on your hair, and that's why it's not working from the inside out. Our oil works from the inside out. And I will give you a little bit of a tip here. When you're using Monet and you go and get your hair processed, your stylist is gonna tell you your hair processes a lot quicker because we don't have any wax or parabens or silicones or any of that junk on your hair. So with our oil, I will tell people to use the oil the night before you get your hair processed because it really just adds in that extra hydration, and your hair will process a lot quicker when you go and get your hair done the next day. Most people will think that the oil is not good if you've got an oily scalp. You guys, oil combats oil. It mimics your body's natural oils that it's producing. So if you've got a dry scalp, the oil. If you've got psoriasis, use the oil. If you've got an oily scalp, use the oil, because the oil is gonna help rebalance your scalp's pH. Oil, really quick, I've got a few more seconds, has over 100 uses. You guys, in the summer, I was on my boat all the time and I got sunburnt. The oil helps with the sunburns. You guys, I just got a tattoo. This has been the fastest healing tattoo because I used the oil. You guys, you can use the oil for everything. If you are not ready to invest in the shampoo and the conditioner, get a heat protectant and get the oil. Okay, you guys, it's hot. I turned it all the way up. You guys, heat protectant, look at that. It's still toast. This is why we use a heat protectant on our hair. If you guys are not using a heat protectant, even if you don't use Monet, start using a heat protectant and protect those luscious locks of yours. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. That was super fun. If you want help with custom recommendations, let me know, and I'd love to hook anybody up with some samples. Bye, guys.